way it was 1981. The brilliance, the high-flying, the bone-crunching clashes. They were all there in another great South Australian National Football League season. The excitement was non-stop from the opening bounce until the Thomas Hill Trophy was presented once again to the Premiership captain. It was a season to remember. South Australian football came to the crossroads in 1981 when its administrators deliberated on some of the biggest issues in the sport's history. More than 100 years after the Adelaide Football Club formed two teams to play a scratch match in the Parklands, South Australia stunned the football world by officially asking the Victorian Football League if it could enter a composite team to be again known as the Adelaide Football Club in the VFL's 1982 competition. The controversial Football Park Light saga came to an end with the announcement of multi-million-dollar plans to floodlight the stadium and to provide undercover seating for the outer. The ovals and boundaries issues also proved major headaches for our administrators. But it was the action on the field which captured the most interest, and not even the second wettest winter on record stopped some record-breaking crowds attending one of the most exciting seasons in the league's history. Australian football's greatest feature is the spectacular high marking, and high-flying full forwards Tim Evans and Roger Luders soared to greater heights.
What a mark!
And what about these other superb grabs?
We didn't give Kim Kenny. Oh, up high, Andrew H. Brilliant catch. Just saying that Teal didn't give Kim Curtis a touch in the first half. There's that catch again. Andrew H, number 43, brilliant mark.
Over the top was Bradmore, quickly picking up Reckner, chips out, looking for Luders. Oh, what a mark! What an exciting player. 30 metres out, right in front, and this boy is braining them. Roger Luders, 30 metres out in front, his 18th kick from centre field. Screws it to the half-forward line. Michael Graham's going to be a big leaker. 1, 2 grabs. I'll pay that. Yes, and the umpire did. He was flat on his back when he took that one. And Michael Graham, can he get up though? And watch this in replay. Got his hands to it first, and I reckon he was actually on the flat of his back when he got the second touch at it. He's got it, and what a mark to Michael Graham.
Nord now playing possession football, knowing full well they have this game well and truly in their keeping. 14th kick to Graham Dunstan to the half-forward flank. Oh, what a sensational mark by the coach of the North side, Nilbaum. Well, here it is in replay. Have a look at this. This unbelievable mark. Well out of position. What a ripper.
This is going to be kick number 12, which is a long kick. Thorne, whoa, what a mark. Got up there, hung in the air, and pulled down a fine one at centre half forward. Hasn't been in the action a great deal. It's only his fifth kick, and he's taken 3 marks. The handball is to Johnson. Half-forward line, Dillon under pressure now, gets out of this beautifully. The Eagles on the march again up towards Rendell, gets up high, great mark! Oh, what a mark! Well done, big fellow. You're not used to seeing fellows at 200 centimetres or more getting up off the ground. They don't normally have to, but on that occasion he did, and he's taken it 35, 40 metres out on a slight angle.
Centre bounce now, the double blues the chance to go forward again. Heinrich out wide to Craig the dial, and he's at half forward. He's going to put him right into the teeth of goal. Up high, oh, what a mark! Oh, great mark in the pocket by the double blues, and it looks like young Tim Pate.
Here it is in replay, David, and he's one of the first-year players for Sturt, over the top of the pack. A great mark on that occasion by Tim Pake, and it's been most impressive. Pake and also Dolan.
Granger up. Oh, what another towering mark. Let's have a look at this Granger mark.
Oh, this could be the catch of the day. Tremendous leap, Granger. Oh, up he goes. He is airborne. Tremendous mark.
Watch him come down.
Oh, he hurt himself too. What a tremendous mark, David Granger. What a game he's played.
Tit for tat at the moment. West Adelaide in front one moment, then Glenelg. Now it's West Adelaide by 3 points as Anderson takes the ball out of the square, kicks it wide. Oh, Marshall! Oh, what a mark! Magnificent mark, and let's have a look at it in replay. Over the top he went, eyes on the ball and came to ground, crashing to ground.
Take your pick, but it's Russell Johnson, who's played a superb game. He's got the kick at centre wing out of side ground. Going in towards centre half forward, Fry and Granger. Granger the set. Oh, what a mark. David Granger.
Just inside the line, the bearded Graham Dunstan plays on. Bangs the ball back towards centre half forward. Hartfield, oh, great mark from behind, Philip Graham.
Hopping's there. Oh, over the top, Jenkins. High over the top of the pack is Jenkins, and he's known for catches like that.
There's Tom's kick. Craig up high, great mark.
Put centre half forward, looking for Hawkins. He's up high, got the set. Good mark.
He's gone in 3 different directions at the one time. Oh, up over the top.
Sensational mark.
Brilliant stuff.
Moved his body extremely well. Great grab. Kicks Mal back towards the square. Look at Thorne! Oh, what a mark! And the West Adelaide half-back line. In fact, all over the ground, West Adelaide have had control. Burgess. Oh, look at that! Great mark, Lee Robson.
Barry Stringer in now on his natural left leg. Goes long to the half-forward line. Stanbridge was slow to start, but what a mark! Oh, what a beautiful mark over the top of Lenny Warren. In the 1-2, Ackerman again. Evans on the lead. Coolman in front of him. Oh! Hughes drives long towards centre wing, corns up, oh what a mark! Oh what a magnificent grab, and he is hurt. I think he came down on the small of his back. Fosdyke butters up again, chips out the pass, but it was smothered by Painter beautifully. Used the opportunity, puts it high in the pocket. Hartfield up high, Sevo, oh what a mark!
To top it off, the 1981 Mark of the Year went to Central District's Peter Bything for this spectacular mark.
Finding it difficult to go forward today, breaking down across half forward. Mackay kicks back. Oh, up high over the top, Bything. What a super jump. Brilliant mark, Ian Day.
Yes, Peter Bything got up high, got the sit, eyes on the ball all the way, and that's a fine mark.
In 1981, South Australia had its second wettest winter on record. In round 19, Norwood and North slid in the slush at Norwood Oval after speculation that the match would be transferred to a different ground. Unley Oval was not much better, as Sturt and Woodville constantly kicked to each other because the players could not be recognised in the mud.
That's a clever mark, and these can have a look at that. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Oh, that is not right, is it?
No, it's not right. He wants to be careful, otherwise that boom will come out.
Got a 12-point margin over Woodville. Dry ball, he cleaned it well, balanced himself perfectly in that mud. It played away a little bit to the right, but it's managed to go through for the Blues. 6 goal.
Wheels around on the left boot, goes crossfield, calling a 10-foot mark there by Wilson. Craig with strength, goes towards the goal square, and Sims is standing all by himself. He plays on quickly, he's going to run straight into the open goal across the Blues. 8th goal.
Still playing the mark, not allowed. Heaven. Hollis, well tackled by Lennon. Dowsett pushed in the back. Craig, twisting, turning, gets it back to Hollis. He's on his left foot. Boots it high. It's all Woodville players, enough there to eat it. But Smith got there just in time. Off the ground it went from Derrington. That's straight through the middle. What a remarkable goal.
Maybe had a bath at half time. He had a bath all day, in fact. Breaks clear to Dowsett. Kicked it straight up and down the middle of Redbone, who's played very, very well for the Blues. Into their attacking zone, the chance coming for Derrington. Hollis kicks it off the ground. Well, it's a goal. Constructively, of course. Ray Wilson. That went 4 inches too, that kick. Smith. Well, that gives you some sort of indication of what the day's like. Have a look at Darryl Smith's jumper. Oh, his mother's going to be very angry when he gets home because she's going to have to do the washing. Or maybe. I don't wish to be sexist, it could be his father. Smith puts the ball on its way and through the middle. Emerging out of the ruck from the centre there was Pearson. He kicked it off the ground straight back towards Eddie Fry. No, Craig. Craig gathers easily. Good shepherding coming there from Ray Wilson. Inboard towards Eddie Fry. And Fry, a dominating player from centre half back.
Yes, he was brilliant in the first half. Useful in the third quarter. Now he's back in his own again. Towards Reid. And he does it well. Well, they've dumped him just to make certain. I think it's a 15-metre penalty. I think it was a quite... Look at old Bullet Max. And now good fellow Max, and his nickname is Bullet Head.
Grenfell in ruck now. He gets the tap away too. Trapped by McAdam. Oh, in the mush. And the slop. And on the bottom is Craig.
You pay money to have treatment like that somewhere else.
Do you mind?
South Australian football sadly saw the departure from the arena of one of its most gifted players, Paul Bagshaw. At 34 years of age and an SANFL record 360 league games, the Sturt champion retired, ending a fantastic 17-season span at Unley.
It's a good long kick in towards a full forward position. Wilds in the front spot where you should be. Bagshaw! My word, the Blues look great when they go into attack. Look at that. 8 points the difference for Earl leading. Look at the grin on Paul Bagshaw's face.
Yes, he had the elbow up for Voigt and said to him, run into it if you like, but Voigt said, I'll try again later on. Rexy Voigt on the mark. Bagshaw with the breeze could get this very, very close.
Look at the kick. Say no more.
Meet him, got it over towards Brendan Howard, tries to get past, has it gone out? Managed to just keep it in play as he dodged that bounce over towards Bagshaw. Haven't seen a great deal of him at this stage. And now the handball on to Bagshaw. Bagshaw steadies. He's trying to do too much on this occasion, but no, he gets the handball out. He's miracle. Kicked by Barton, I think, has gone through for a goal.
First time, and this week he's playing there again. Down towards
Bagshaw!
Bagshaw again.
From behind, an absolute miraculous mark.
Handballs onto Bagshaw. This is Bagshaw's caper, opening up this loose man, gives it a caper. Handballs on, finds Bagshaw again, trying to create another opening, wins after him, won't let up. Tap down to Bagshaw, a couple of the best in the business. Bagshaw back to Davies, tried to sell it down, back to Bagshaw.
Bagshaw.
Bagshaw running through centre wing now, creating havoc as he goes down to the forward lines. Back to Bagshaw, he's tackled, still gets the effective hand pass in, but Lloyd doesn't handle it terribly well. Back goes Bagshaw then, back up to his feet, lost it, goes back after possession again, he's still got it. And away he goes, the mark of a champion. The magical Paul Bagshaw. Graham back, goes out in the area of Bagshaw again. Bagshaw very cleverly pirouetted delightfully, drives in towards the centre position, and there's Robbie Barton.
Morris gets a left foot kick in towards the centre half forward position. Pearson with the run of the ball in towards the goals, but it's Bagshaw that comes through, gets around 2 West Adelaide players, 3 West Adelaide players, over to Miles.
As Summerton runs through to centre wing, his position, delivers the ball to centre half forward towards Pearson, but Bagshaw playing well in defence, traps the little one over, finds Davies, and look at that, as he hit the ground, flashed it out, found Bagshaw, Bagshaw down to nearly found Noonan at centre half forward.
Another big long kick down towards the centre half forward position. Bagshaw underneath it. Bagshaw goes back, and Bagshaw takes the mark.
Running Bergen. Sturt go to centre wing. Bagshaw! Oh, there's the Pentagon mark of the day.
Triple Magarey medalist Lindsay Head returned to Thebarton as coach, but West Torrens disappointed their fans by finishing in 9th spot. After only 14 days of being reappointed coach for the 1982 season, Head stunned the football world by announcing his resignation. While other champions faded from the limelight, another returned. Glenelg's greatest and South Australia's second highest goal kicker, Fred Phillis. Forced into retirement with an Achilles heel injury in 1978, Phillis was quickly back on the goal-kicking lists and adding to his mammoth 869 goals total. A Magarey medalist in 1969, he still is the only full forward to have won South Australia's most coveted sporting award.
The Bays now through Painter, get it back in towards the pocket. Phillis up and marks. Ran into the pack, held his ground, and with great judgment has pulled in a beautiful mark. Freddie Phillis, without a goal to date, is only 30 metres out on about a 45, perhaps 60-degree angle. The crowd love him, and it's great to see him back in that number 19 jumper as he shoots. Is this his first? And he's come back. It is! And the Bay crowd go wild. Topping wants support. Does it alone now. Steadies, kicks looking for Phillis. Won't quite reach the player. Davron there for West Adelaide. On the ground, wants some help. Phillis trying to punch the ball clear. Is he hitting the ball or Davron?
Well, take your pick. I would like to be there. Woohoo! Tell you what, Larry Holmes, take a bow. Painter in possession at centre-half forward, short towards McInerney. Freddie Phillis has an opportunity to boot a goal. Weaves round to his left leg and boots his fourth. And the Tigers 17-16. Right away from West Adelaide, 11-20.
McInerney's kick is not a good one. Or Kernahan puts the hands up, almost catches it. Phillis over to Marshall, back to Painter. Painter back to Phillis. An open goal here. Phillis, he's got it. That's 2 to Freddie Phillis. Glenelg have got to reply. Sue's got corns if he wants him. What's he going to do with it? He's going long, looking for Phillis. Well, Phillis out-bodies Winter, but beautifully done, Winter. Finally got a hand to it. Picking up again, Phillis. Got plenty of time now. That's a goal, Phillis. He's got it. That's 3 to Phillis. Glenelg bounce back. 11-12. They level the scores again.
And midfield is McDermott who gets the free kick. Marshall is running wide, coursing down the grandstand side. Now he puts it in long, looking for Phillis, who's on the lead. Comes out with the ball, jams it onto his boot, in towards goal. This could bounce through. Oh, what an unbelievable goal! That came back 7 metres. It came back 8 centimetres, and Freddie Phillis has kicked goal number 4. Peter Marker, I don't believe it.
Back to Weston into the open spaces. Back to Painter. To Freddie Phillis. Phillis in towards goal. And says thank you very much. And Freddie boots his fourth.
The competition suffered its greatest defection of players when some of our big names ventured to Victoria. But this created opportunities for new youngsters to shine. Leading the way were brilliant 20-year-olds Michael Aish of Norwood and South Adelaide's Mark Nayley, who finished first and second in the Magarey medal count.
Will find Crate. Crate finds Slattery. Comes off his hands to Dawkins. Back to Slattery. Wide now to Nayley. Nayley has the opportunity. Brilliant football. Gathered in fine style.
The free kick towards centre-half forward. Steve Bickler couldn't get front position. Nayley roves the ball beautifully. Grubbers one towards full forward. That's going to run through. That's a goal.
To Collins, long looking for Linky in front. Nayley at the back. Is this another one? He's fumbled. Oh, he's run down, but still regains his composure. Nayley snaps in towards goal, and he's made no mistake. Oh, a brilliant little footballer is Mark Nayley.
Towards the centre wing. Loken in front. Can't hold the mark. Collins, been a quiet player for South Adelaide. Goes short to Nayley. He hasn't been a quiet player. Tremendous quarter. Comes towards the grandstand side. Looking out there for McAdam, who's been a very quiet player for North Adelaide. Nayley did it beautifully, young Mark Nayley. Goes short in towards Emery, and Emery marks. That was fine football by young Mark Nayley. He's had a tremendous game today for South Adelaide. A short pass found Emery on an angle.
Nayley can't make it. McIntyre again. Nayley in. Hasn't got the pace to break clear, but gets a kick away. This is going to be a goal.
Ken, we've seen West Adelaide make 3 or 4 fundamentally bad errors in defence. South's lead is only, 21 points. And here's Nayley going forward again to McIntyre. McIntyre has a shot for goal. There's another one. Great football by South Adelaide. It started in the centre, came to Nayley, it went over to McIntyre. He's booted his second, and South Adelaide moved to 12-14 now, leading Westies 9-5.
Others who seized opportunities were Central District's wiry rover, John Platten. Glenelg's mark-grabbing centre-half forward Stephen Kernahan and dashing utility Chris McDermott, while Port Adelaide introduced one of the youngest potential stars to league football, Danny Hughes, who was outstanding in the last line of defence.
Shaw is number 29. He's called to play on by the umpire. Kicks towards John Platten in front of Cunningham. Takes the mark. Not the tidiest looking player on the ground, Platten, but he's certainly one of the best.
Handball is good to Van Dommel. Centre half forward, Van Dommel puts a long one in towards the goals. Paul Platten's down there. Great mark! Oh, what a mark! John Platten, 5'4" high, but what a great leap and what great judgment he shows, Peter Marker.
But finally the kick has got away from Van Dommel. Shaw hard in the pocket, clear, goes towards that player. Platten it is, 40 metres out, he has the bounce, steadies, heads for home with a kick in it. Great constructive football.
Gillies fires away towards goal, right up towards full forward. The spoiler's on. Platten reads it well off the back of the back, fires towards goal, and still another goal to the Central District. Beautifully read by Platten off the back of the hands of the pack there. His third goal.
And Peter Bytheen marks, plays on quickly, in towards right, can't complete the mark. Candelathis, who's played well in defence, goes towards Burgess, a bad mistake, and Platten running into an open goal, puts his third.
The ground by Cowie gives Platten the opportunity. The little bloke's been a bit quiet today. Screws one back over his shoulder. Miraculous goal! Oh, what a great goal by Platten. Perhaps that now may lift the dogs. That's the third to little Johnny Platten. To the open space at half forward. Seabohm leads in the race, gets it clear. Snared by Gillies, however. A hurry kick by Gillies is over the head of Lahoo. An awkward bounce. Platten's there. Wilson, Platten to ground. Wilson support. Platten, the goal! Oh, great play, Johnny Platten.
There's another lead. That's noticed by Livesey, but the kick's atrocious. Too high over the top. Who marks it? Young Tom Platten.
Kick number 5 for Bytheen. Towards the square, won't quite make the distance, but there's a great mark to the little fella. John Platten, number 44, nothing of him. Look at the size of him. No bigger than a handful, but a great mark. And this is his 6th kick. He's been a busy little rover so far in this game. He's kicked 1. He's kicked 2 now, straight through the middle.
About 50 metres. Mob's first kick is a big one. Gee, it's going to be close. What's the result? Just touched. Edwards over the top trying to claim the mark. Platten now gives pursuit. He'll want support. Gets round, hooks back. The umpire getting underneath it. Oh, what a goal! Beautifully done, John Platten. Weston for the Bays. A long kick to the half-forward line. Giles getting back, coming across Kernahan. Hoffner, the new centre half-back, is too late on the scene.
Bell, Lunnis, Copping, Painter, clever stuff by Newell. Sewer's on the end of that one. Kernahan backs up. He got one last week from Sewer. He gets another one this week. That's a goal. Well done, Stephen Kernahan. Dermott runs away with it. Looks for Kernahan. Till's there. Kernahan marks. Tries to play on. Plenty of pace. Kicks forward. Walter on a lead. The kick over the top of the head. Sorrell, Sewer. Beautiful work, Sewer. Into the clear, Kernahan. That's the goal.
Looking for Kernahan. Fine mark. Thought about looking for Weston, who he's backing up.
Weston delivers the ball towards the half-forward line. Greg Phillips versus Stephen Kernahan. Whoop! Through comes Sewer. Gets the hand pass over beautifully to Kernahan. Pops it up. Speeds it through. Beautiful football from the 2 players.
McInerney now for the Bays. Again, a kick that doesn't cover much distance. Well taken by Kernahan, however. He lines up the goals. That's a magnificent kick from Stephen Kernahan. It's a beauty. It's a goal.
The kick through to centre wing as Kernahan got down well to take it. But little to kick to now as he's come from centre half forward. He drives into the lead of Corns. Oh, great mark, Graham Corns.
Chance for Sewer. Loose at centre wing. In pursuit, Jenkins with the salt ball. Sits beautifully for Sewer. Slips it to Kernahan. This looks promising. The youngster drives one in towards goal. It's gone close. And it's a goal. As Weston boots the base towards centre half forward. Kernahan's there in front and marks. Corbell's long kick towards half forward. Kernahan on a lead, just can't quite make it. Burgess was in there, Filkey. Now it's Marshall. Marshall slips the handball to Painter, dummies it well, gets it back to Kernahan. Kernahan a goal. And it's a goal.
McInerney's giving a bit of run. That goes to Sewer. Sewer to Weston, puts him in trouble. Weston over the top, Copping. The Bays look good here. Good work, Copping. Robin White, a great possession, but he holds on to it long enough. Kernahan picks up. There's a shot for goal. What's happening? That's gone through. Lahoo's in front. Kicks the ball to Rady. He's on his own. Kicks forward. Looks for McDermott. He's caught the ball. What a movement, Ronald. What a superb movement. McDermott's on the end of it, and we'll have a shot for goal. 11-17 the Bays. Norwood 11-5. 25 minutes in.
The Bays steadying. Full marks to Norwood. They hit the front about the 15-minute mark of this last quarter. Maybe 20-minute mark, make that. But now it's the Bays. McDermott, his 12th kick. He's had 8 handballs, and this is through.
Towards Redden, thumped on by Carey to McDermott. He goes in towards full forward, a high ball coming back beautifully. That's a great goal. That's his first goal to McDermott.
He's going to try the eastern side too. That's the defence flank with the drop punt. High was Nat, out was Stewart, flick forward, can't for, it looks like Chris McDermott. I don't know what he's doing down there.
McInerney in there for the Tigers, battling away. Hurry kick towards centre half forward. McDermott marks, has an open paddock to run in, steadies towards goal, and bang.
Carey butters up again. Kernahan in the pocket, hooks around the corner in towards full forward. Walter holds his ground, Corns over the top. Through goes Noble. Oh, that's danger. McDermott into the open goal. Oh, what a mistake forward. And the Bays made him pay for it.
Swings it towards the centre. Goliath here. Carey from behind over the top of Turville. McDermott went in strongly. Down with a Norwood player. Weston, it was Nicholson. Weston slips it to McDermott. Here's a great chance for the Bays as McDermott shoots in towards goal. And they've done what Norwood couldn't do in the first quarter. They're scored into the breeze. And the Bays are doing everything right.
Gets the tap away, not effective. Farquhar. Naily around the corner, high in towards full forward. Linking there, but a good mark taken in defence by Danny Hughes. And the Port Adelaide youngster gets 15 metres as well.
In comes Baytheen. Outruns Bradmore. Well done. Kicks towards centre. Over the top, Hughes. Great mark, Danny Hughes.
Thumped forward by McDermott to the half-forward line. McGuinness there. Corns the opportunity now for the Bays. Puts it high. Carey and Hughes. Youth versus experience, and Youth wins out. Did it beautifully. He gets through well now. The Bays into attack up towards full forward. Kernahan back on the ground, but over the top, Danny Hughes.
Tim Evans led the 1981 goal-kicking list for the 4th time in 5 years and clinched the inaugural Ken Farmer medal by booting 83 goals in the minor round. This took his tally to well over the 500 mark, making him the Maggies' greatest goal kicker.
He's a long way out, perhaps 55 metres. Breeze blowing slightly across the ground. It's a torpedo punt. It's a magnificent kick from Evans. It's a goal.
Out wide to poor Fleischer from Ebert. Poor Fleischer as the Magpies once more going to attack. Reid can't mark. Evans in possession. Dummies the handball brilliantly. Towards full forward. This looks good off the boot. We're running the goal umpire. Oh, it's a magnificent goal to Evans.
Norwood's prolific left-foot kicker Roger Woodcock reached a milestone when he kicked his 600th goal in league football in round 21, making him easily South Australia's best all-time goal kicker for a non-specialist full forward. But sadly, cruel fate struck soon after when he severely damaged a knee and was forced to retire after a record 267 games with the Redlegs.
Over to Barton. Norwood into attack to the half-forward flank. And a fine mark on that occasion. Roger Woodcock needs one more goal for 600. Can this be the goal? Can this be the kick? The Norwood crowd know it. Roger Woodcock knows it. Can he pop it through? Great performance for a fellow who's not a recognised full forward. The kick's on its way as he burdened 600 goals in league football. And there it is. The Norwood crowd stands one. Roger Woodcock. Standing ovation. Been a wonderful footballer for the Norwood club. That's a great performance. 600 goals and a fine gesture by Billy Cochran to shake the hands of Roger Woodcock. And there he is, being congratulated by his Norwood teammates. Congratulations, Roger Woodcock. A fine performance. The Norwood crowd here standing and applauding that feat.
The 1981 season also produced some brilliant and sometimes lucky goals.
The umpire lets it go. Cunningham again. Round on the left foot. Hooks towards goal. He's got his second. Edges it through. Fine goal, Cunningham.
Great play then by Sturt. Started from Pomp. They worked the ball right around the outer side, and Hollis, as Ken Cunningham told you, perhaps could have been paid that mark, but the bounce down is at centre-half forward. Sorrell's in there, he's caught. Here's the chance now. Hargraves gathers in the square, loses possession. Fine defence by Eckerman on that occasion. Pushes the ball clear, but it's superior strength by Silm. To Hollis, he has a shot. Oh, he's kicked it. What a goal! Kick is long. Looking for McVicker, he has the front position. Behind it was Casey. Here's a chance for 12-3 and Rady. Neither can gather. Sturt desperately trying to work it clear. It's Sims to Fry. Fry towards Craig. Ball bounces awkwardly for him. Walter using strength. Gets to his feet. This is good play for Walter. Runs his distance. Puts it on its way. I think he's popped it. He has. Oh, a great goal. Comes into a brick wall, however. Again, Spiel wants possession but can't get it. Hollis now soccers off the ground. Gillies is all alone at half forward. Beautiful football. Gillies steadies, puts one high in towards the full forward area. By-theme from behind, went high, almost taken. Cantalaftis gathers, not a good handball. Bursting his way through as McClay runs deep into the pocket, has a shot for goal, and that's a beautiful goal.
The mark and the free kick across to Muret. The kick is out into the forward pocket. Luders again gets there first. Picks up finally. Balks around Kuhlman. And the kick is towards goal. Oh, that looks extremely good. Luders has got his third, and the Bloods are really looking good. Roger Luders kicks his third from an almost impossible angle.
37. Some 6'4", perhaps 6'5" in height. Not a lot of meat on the bones, but obviously Norwood have a very high opinion of this young boy. Hine, kick towards the square. Barham had front position, tap clear. Michael Aish goes in desperately. Paint is there. Back it comes. Here's the chance for Norwood. Fosdyke has a snap for goal, and by golly, he's kicked it. A great goal to Norwood, the first to Fosdyke, and Norwood at the 9-minute marker marching on. They're 3-1 now, Glenelg, no score.
Yes, and Norwood looked very good. Here it is in replay. A loose ball to the ground. Seabone overruns the ball. Michael Aish, Johnny Painter, number 11. Out it comes. Fosdyke dummies, looks at the goals and pops it straight to the middle for his first goal.
Going to kick in long. Give the big fellow a chance. Barham, Colasanti, Barham in front, can't bring it down. Menzel the crumbs, tries to break his way through. Colasanti, the big fellow, can't find anyone to give it to. Hooks himself and he's bottled a goal! Brilliantly done, big fellow. Cannot believe it. Tremendous effort in all sorts of trouble. Got out of it well for Norwood's second goal.
Well, he often threatens to do something like this, but doesn't often come off. He had to get around 2 or 3 players and then finally swung around. See, that was almost touched that ball too, but the umpire has indicated 6-pointer.
Finally, Van Dommel kicks towards the half-forward line. Now it's Gillies as the Dogs go into attack, up towards full forward. Python almost. Snaps towards goal. Brilliant snap by the big fellow. Oh, what a great one.
McSporran, Kevin Hill is loose. Gathers beautifully, half-volleyed that one excellently. Now puts it up high in towards Rendell in front. Ball dropping short, almost marked by Rendell. Now the long handball, a chance here for the Eagles. The screw back, oh, it's a goal! Oh, what a goal! What a magnificent goal! Trevor Hill running deep into the pocket, screwed it over his shoulder, and Rocky Roberts in the first quarter did it. Now Trevor Hill, 2 of the best goals you'll ever see.
Fair dinkum, David, that was unbelievable. Here it is, Kevin Hill, the half volley, in towards full forward, a high ball, Rendell in front. Ball to ground, out wide, the long handball by Rendell. Now watch this freak goal. First he kicked the ball at right angles. I can't believe it.
The Eagles go forward. Simons the kick in towards centre half forward. Rendell, goal at the back. Running into the pocket. Twists, turns, falls over. Taps it back to Hank. Hank needs support. Hasn't got it. Now he has. Trevor Hill, kick number 28. Is it a goal? It is just that. Michael Aish played wonderfully well today for Norwood, as is Danny Jenkins. Greg Nicholson in the back pocket. And of course a magnificent last quarter by Barton. Hartfield over the top. Is that the goal of the year? Oh, what a snap! What a magnificent snap by Brendan Hartfield to register his 7th goal. You won't see better than that anywhere. 7 goals to Hartfield. A great performance by him. The Redlegs also at 21-14 have done everything right. South trailing at 6-16.
This is an absolutely unbelievable goal. Watch it, the bounce down. Hartfield, number 18, facing in the opposite direction of the goals, pings it straight back over his head, if you don't mind, and finds the middle of the goals.
Now he puts it in long, looking for Phyllis, who's on the lead. Comes out with the ball, jams it onto his boot, in towards goal. This could bounce through. Oh, what an unbelievable goal! Crashes that tackle, puts a long one into for Port Adelaide again. Cunningham having to go to get there. Almost traps it nicely on the half volley. Eludes the South Adelaide player, puts it in for his third. I think he's bundled it. Oh, what a goal, Brian Cunningham. Throw in, full forward, right pocket. Anderson and Butt. Button uses his body well, tries to crash through, can't get the kick away. Barton there wanders, snaps. Oh, what a goal! Robert Barton, beautifully done. Risk life and limb to get through there, boots his 3rd goal. And that kicks Norwood clear now, 16-8 to Glenelg's 14-12.
Well, that was almost a replay in of what happened up the other end. Button did all the bulldozing work, and Barton came through like a man possessed, got it to the boot, and kicked a brilliant goal.
Bounce once more. Not a good one. Favours Button. Gets the tap backwards, in fact. Gives Centrals the run of the ball once more. Peter Krieg's handball is not a good one. Nicholson gets it clear, but intercepted brilliantly by Wilson. Wilson puts it on its way. It's in the square. It's going to bounce. Wait on it. It's a goal. 3 goals to Centrals, and we've only had 90 seconds of football. This is fantastic stuff. 2 to Wilson now, and Centrals are in front at 8-1 to Norwood, 7-5. Bill Baum must be wondering what's happened, what's gone wrong.
He's not the only bloke that's wondering what's happened, and there you see it, bouncing straight through.
Up high, Noble punches it away. Belton picks up, goes to full forward. Oh, Evans up, one hand only, that's not good enough. Cale comes in, tackled by Hughes. The umpire not impressed. Oh, it's back to Cunningham. If he gets a shot at goals, he'll kick one. He's in trouble though, breaks 2 tackles onto the right boot. I think he's kicked it. He has. Cunningham's got one. Tremendous effort. Port Adelaide answering every challenge. 4-5, Norwood 5 goals.
Beautifully done, Brian Cunningham. Left prostrate on the ground about 5 minutes ago, could not scratch himself. Now watch you get him out of 2 tackles. There's the first one. Now comes the second one from Nicholson. Shrugs his way clear with strength and hooks a magnificent goal.
The fiery opening of the game. First quarter, both sides terribly desperate. The second quarter dropped off a little, but it appears as though it's getting back again. Brooksby takes the ball for the Panthers. They go into attack towards half forward. Roger Winter dropping back, can't take the mark. Slattery's pace beats Watson to the ball. Tapped on cleverly by Slattery. This looks good. Slattery around on the left foot, runs into goal and makes it through. Oh, great goal by Wayne Slattery, and great solo effort. Looks as though he's done himself an injury, but he's booted his second, and the Panthers are back in front at 8-9, leading West Adelaide 8-5.
What a magnificent individual effort that was by Wayne Slattery. Here it is. There's Watson. Then it was Roger Winter. Tapped it on cleverly. Dodged past the West Adelaide defender. Then hooked it around the corner. And that was a magnificent individual goal.
Canera, who's had a fine first quarter in the action. The tackle is heavy on him by Brown. He wins a free kick. It turns out to be a handball. Ebert to Clifford is good football as the rain tumbles down here at Football Park. Up go the umbrellas. Clifford's 5th kick. Oh, a towering torpedo putt. That's a massive kick. Oh, what a kick! A goal, his second. Must have gone 65 metres. And Port Adelaide moved to 3-5 to the Bay's goal.
Amazing kick, Clifford. The ball is still dry. It's only just started raining, and he kicked that out of sight.
The kick to the outer side, snared by Clifford, bangs it forward. An awkward bounce for Lahoo gives Bolton the opportunity on the ground. Taken away now by Granger for Port Adelaide. Threads out the long handball to Ebert. Ebert's clear, has a bounce. What a luxury, 2 bounces. He's running straight into the open goal. And bangs it through. Magnificent football by Port Adelaide. It shows on the face of Russell Ebert. He's kicked 2 goals from the centre. A great display by 4 times Brownlow medalist. His second goal, Port 8-6, Glenelg 2-3.
Russell Ebert's doing all the running. From fullback to full forward he's covering. Got the handball from Granger. Granger's lifted. Russell Ebert's been on top all day. He would never miss those. He's a champion.
And how's this for the 1981 Goal of the Year?
Wants Darmody. Oh, look, this is poor play, but he gets out of it this time. A long one in towards full forward. They set themselves at the back of the pack. Here's a chance now for Huppets. Ducks turns, no backup support at all. Dummies. Oh, that's beautifully done, Ray Huppets. Oh, what a goal. Had to do it all on his lonesome. No help at all. 3 North Adelaide defenders, and he beat the lot of them.
Season 1981 was no time for the faint-hearted, and the rough and tough tackles could be felt in the grandstands. The bone-crunching moments brought gasps and cries of anger as players went down. But to their credit, some got back up.
Quickly was Hughes, taken away by Ioano. Nicholson put him under the hammer, but he worms his way out of it beautifully. Jenkins runs into it. Ben Heap, he is down. Pollack, and oh, what a heavy bump, and that's the second one that South Adelaide players have handed out to Norwood, and Jenkins is a sick boy at the moment, and tempers afraid Peter Barker.
Nothing at all wrong with the tackle here today. It was as good as the one that Brooksby gave to Menzel, and no need whatsoever for Dunstan to run in and tackle Harradine for that one. It's football, not basketball. A good tackle. Slattery gets there first. Had to run out. The umpire, Peter Meath, running into Colasanti, having a very strong word to Colasanti. He may have reported him. I'm not quite sure, Endo.
But he didn't turn around and take his number, Peter, which is generally the accepted thing to do. But I just think he possibly had a stern word to Big Hugo. All I could see was looking up at a man mountain. He's centimetres short of Hugo, and the big fellow takes the mark, and he gets a cheer from the Norwood crowd. Oh, what a folk hero he is out here.
Towards centre half forward, Stephen Curley. Oh, and Barham, and Curley's down. He is dead set down, and so is Barham now. And I think Stephen Curley's caught one, and Tampa's becoming a little bit frustrated. Stephen Curley is still down behind play. Umpire Thorpe talking to Neil Barham and Wayne Stringer as the trainers attend Stephen Curley. Wayne Stringer is told to take the kick in place of Stephen Curley. Here it is in action, and there you see Stephen Curley. You saw it in replay.
Perhaps overdoing the handball, Port Adelaide. Oh! In goes Granger and down goes Pomp. But he's okay. Here's the replay of it. Pomp and Robertson do battle. Now watch Granger in from the side as Pomp, oops, a daisy, down he goes. The free kick has been paid, and it's going to Pomp for a high tackle.
And there's plenty of people off the Sturt bench, David, at the same time, I can assure you. For the Tigers towards the centre of the ground, Sewer, oh, met heavily by Huppets. To Glenn Hewitt, he's been a quiet play today. Back towards Huppet. Oh, him and Ralph Sewer collide again. There's no love lost there.
To Woodcock, one hand only, not good enough. H comes in for the spoil, gets it over towards Menzel. Oh, Menzel taken out by Brooksby. Taken out, the umpires indicated that the tackle was high.
Coming out there was Lunnis towards centre wing, but it's Tyrrell in front. Oh, met heavily by Ralph Sewer, and a 15-metre penalty kick is imposed.
Back to the half-forward line, and Russell Ebert. Narconic's doing it well down there. Under pressure. Look, Ebert won't give in. Beautiful tackle. Oh, a heavy bump after the ball is gone. And once again, that man's in the action again, and down goes the Sturt defender. Umpires running from everywhere to speak to David Granger. And I don't think you have to be told.
Lunnis goes short, the lead for McInerney, and Huppets meets him front on. Drags him to the ground. A little bit of aggression coming into the game towards Dunstan. Pulled off the ball, wins the free kick. The handball to Hoffman is not a good one, putting him in trouble. Has his pants pulled off, besides being penalised holding the ball, has his pants pulled down. That's very embarrassing.
And it's cold enough without that, I can tell you.
Comment from David Darcy as the kick goes to the outer flank, and once more a throw in.
Let's have a look at this in replay. It's one of the funniest things I've seen in league football. There goes Stephen Hoffman under tremendous pressure, gets the handball clear. Now have a look at his face. Oops, a daisy, where are they? There they go. Oh, let's get rid of those. Who needs them?
Linky sets himself. They can't find it. Linky almost. Sorrell, Hughes, out towards Belton. Closing on that player was Spickler, puts him out of business.
Button to Barton. Well, Barton gets plenty of distance out of the left footer. Colasanti into the back of Kuhlman. Through comes Holst. Well, Colasanti's given away a free kick. He ran straight through Holst then and didn't really seem to give too much care as to where he hit him.
Towards midfield, Brooksby up, thumped away from that player. Paul Pleasure in, can't pick it up, sweeps it over now to Nat. Nat and Turnor runs it straight to Phillips, who goes down as if poleaxed and has not moved a muscle. Oh, what a bump. Have a look at it. It was Stephen Emery who put paid to Greg Phillips for the moment, and Greg Phillips looks distinctly groggy, almost at centre wing, marginally in favour of the Bays. Carey and Button. Button gets front spot, thumped away. Well, Brown had a kick at it, and now a free kick will go the way of Norwood. Corns takes out Barton. He's prostrate on the ground. The trainer walks in, and the Corns gives the sign, and you think the crowd is giving him a send-off. Gives a victory sign. Let's have a look at it in replay. Robbie Barton, the player with the ball at the moment. In comes Corns. Out goes Barton, and the crowd are not happy. Bays are going to rely an awful lot on Peter Carey, coming back after injury. Brown gets his boot to the ball well, but it's straight to Adler, can't get clear. Carey again receives the handball back to Corns. In goes Menzel. The Bay supporters don't like Corns at the moment. Andrew Ace gets kick number 13, and Robbie Barton takes it in the forward pocket. Menzel and Corns lock horns in the at centre wing. Menzel in trouble. Thomas in towards full forward. Hartfield, good mark. Menzel is down. Didn't see it. Behind play. Looks to be an ankle.
Taps the ball ahead of him. He's a left footer under pressure. Gets the ball towards Hargrave. Peter Hargrave lines him up. Goes right across the face of goals. And my goodness me, there's some body being used in this football match. The Stemper unloaded Derrington.
Curley wouldn't be completely happy with the West Adelaide performance. Or Hamill brought to ground. Lays prostrate as Manol go forward. At centre half forward, picked up by Brown. Brown puts it in towards the goal. Phyllis is there. Lewis in front, can't mark, but gets one in the back and gets the free kick. And poor Richard Hamill in the centre of the ground has not moved after that very heavy but fair knock.
Plenty of time to steady. Runs 10 metres, then comes towards the grandstand side, looking for young Clayton Lamb. Dexter Kennedy. Clayton Lamb playing his first league game. Bennett trying to beat two players, finding to Brown. Oh, he's met high. Should have got a free kick. Allowed to go on. Lewis with the ball now towards the half-forward flank. Peter Muret in the play. Oh, no, beg your pardons at the moment. Oh, heavy work at the moment. Gee whiz. Well, take your pick out of that.
And I must say that that last bump was very fair. Both players saw one another coming, but the one or the two before were not. Headhunting is too...
Here it is in replay. There's Peter Brown going down. This allows Platten in. Platten to the half-forward flank. Michael Wright on the lead. Will he get it? He does so. Oh, he's hit the fence, and gee whiz. Oh, he's in trouble. That was a nasty accident, David.
Yes, indeed. Michael Wright in a lot of trouble there. A valiant attempt by him to take the mark. Oh, dear, and straight into the fence.
Dear, dear.
Here it is in replay. Michael Wright takes the mark, sees the fence looming up desperately on him, and goes straight into it, trying to protect himself. Bad accident that to Michael Wright. Let's hope there's the stretchers there to take him away, that he is okay. The handball is wild. Clifford and Rady. Rady wins out, dummies the handball. Has the luxury of a bounce and now sticks it high, looking for Paik at the back. Sorrell. Good defensive play by Sorrell. A good handball to Johnson. And Port Adelaide, oops, behind the play, there's a go. Sewer's in trouble. Behind the play, Sewer, Eckerman, Sorrell. And the umpires finally got there. Des Foster a little late to pick it up. But now it's all been split up and the action is at the other end of the ground. Tony Martin has the ball and will be having a shot for goal. The kick from 40 metres looks okay. It is. While all that action was happening behind play, Peter Marker, Tony Martin has booted Port Adelaide's first goal.
Holst versus Clifford. Holst overruns it. Quickly swooping on the Bradley. Pushes out the pass. Belton, great pass, and down goes the Port Adelaide player. Oh, it's on, and don't the supporters like it? Oh, umpire Foster's got his hands full. The ball into the loose space, out into the space. Thomas gets it across, looking there for Michael Annie, but it's Kennedy back in defence. Gets a high tackle and a free kick, and the big fella isn't moving all that well at the moment.
Yeah, and the high one came from Neil Baum, and I think there's been great speculation during the week that if Neil Baum played, there'd be fireworks. The first time he's gone near the ball, Kennedy goes down, and Curls is not showing too much emotion, but a message could go out. There it goes.
Joined by Nicholson on the half-back line. The handball goes out. Jenkins, the running player. Back now, Gallagher. Here's a chance. Big Jim Michael Annie puts it on its way up towards the pocket. Baum out in front. Can't bring it down. The two Brooksby twins there. Joined by Hartfield. Philip Brooksby on the bottom of the pack. Baum in. His brother doesn't like it. The twins are upset with both performance, and watch them go. The action on Channel 9. Players just getting a little upset. Neil Baum certainly lets the players know that he's around. Cannot believe the decision of umpire Peter Mead. Great action on Channel 9.
The rhythm of the summer starts you in the morning. The rhythm of the summer keeps you feeling alright. With the rhythm of the summer without any warning, we'll lay you back down like a baby tonight. The rhythm of the summer is AV music. Adelaide, rhythm of the summer is AV music.
The outstanding player of the year was undoubtedly 20-year-old Michael Aish, who captured the imagination of every youngster by winning South Australian football's highest individual award, the Magarey Medal. The fairest and most brilliant player produced some dazzling performances and showed the courage and character that helps to make a champion. The Norwood follower was in the best player list in every match he played and stamped himself as one of the most exciting young players South Australia has produced over the past decade.
The blonde-haired rover kicks in towards the screen. There's a mark, and what a great mark it was. Michael Aish in front of the pack, stood his ground well, took everything that was thrown at him, held his ground and took a great mark. Michael Aish, only 12 metres out from goal, directly in front. Norwood have kicked 5 points, haven't been able to find the big white sticks. Let's see what Michael Aish can do with his fourth kick. It's a goal. No mistake about that one. It's the first of Aish, the first of the Red League.
Way up on it so far. It's kicked 1-year-old 3. Directed it to the square. Woodcock trying to work out. The hand pass into the feet of Aish. Cleverly back. Dongs it onto his left boot. Magnificent football. And Aish kicks his first. The 9th one for the Red Leagues.
Quisby dropped it, but it's snared beautifully by Woodcock. Woodcock kicks back in towards the centre-half forward area, dropped by Wayne Stringer. Chance for Michael Aish, back it goes, good play to Woodcock. Roger Woodcock lines up the goals, has a shot, puts it on its way, and I think he's got it. Yes, he has. Western all run straight into a Norwood opponent. Down they go, over the top by Aish. Brilliant football. Giuliano was grabbed around the leg, but good umpiring lets it go on. Michael Aish.
SANFL up high. Here's a chance to Michael Aish. He's got plenty of time. Steadies in towards an open goal. We'll wait on the umpire. Up high goes Caldwell. No worries. Straight to the middle. His third goal and the Norwood come back.
Menzel, Jenkins, Norwood are on the go. Jenkins will, I was going to say find somebody. He did. The kick wasn't a good one, but Colasanti made ground.
The big fellow having a brilliant patch in this first quarter up towards Aish. And gee, that was an awkward one to mark, but he did it well. It was a floating punt kick, very low to the ground. But Colasanti showing tremendous mobility at the moment, as is Michael Aish, but there's a bit difference in size and weight, of course.
But Hughes went straight through the feet there of Craig Edith, taken by Gallagher. Quick snaps off towards Aish, hands and knees, and then eventually got the hands of the ball and marked the ball about 30 metres out from goal straight in front.
That's an example of keeping your eye on the ball, right. and the recovery was there.
Fine player, Michael Aish.
Forward flank. Hughes finds front position. So that's a goal. He's a marvellous player. That's Michael Aish, I can tell you. He's a marvellous player. He gets himself where the ball is. He's posted his second goal and put Norwood in.
From behind it was Jenkins. Dillon for the crumbs. Oh, a beautiful tackle. He wants support. Now goes short. The diving mark has been taken in the pocket by Michael Aish. Comes grandstand side. Michael Aish in front. McSporran the spoiler. Dorio tried to get it clear. Michael Aish does now to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to be run down. Breaks one tackle. Dishes out the handball to Aish. Oh, that's brilliant football by Michael Aish. You won't see better than that anywhere. Would take an excellent kick to goal. Hasn't made the distance, but it's in the square. Grambo's up. Punch clear. Lachlan gets a fist to it. Thump further afield by the Eagles. Hannah loses it. Chance for Norwood now. Michael Aish. Oh, he's done it. I can't believe it. And the Norwood supporters go berserk. A great goal. And who should do it better than Michael Aish, because he's won the game for Norwood, if in fact they're going to win it. Too far out to score, however, is Brenton Hartfield, but we'll put it to the teeth of goal. He's done exactly that. Nobody can mark it. Aish! Clever football, Michael Aish. The ball came to him on the ground, wasted no time, banged it through, his first, and Bythie. Button the tap forward. Barton gets clear, gets a handball out to Gallagher. Gallagher over the top to Turnbull. Turnbull to Aish. Brilliant football by Norwood. And a goal. Superb football. Beautiful teamwork. Culminating with the goal to Michael Aish, his second. And Norwood are back in front.
Comes to Andrew Aish. In towards full forward. Hartfield. Cochrane back there. Aish to Turnbull. Magnificent. You saw it in your screen. Is that talent for you? Unbelievable, Michael Aish. Lead on from Thomas, goes towards Michael Aish, and he marks centre-half forward. Plays on quickly, steadies into an open goal, and has made no mistake whatsoever. Puts his third, and Norwood put away.
Being pressured, but gets clear. Going to run into trouble. Gets out of that and hooks with one towards Aish. Oh, what a mark. What a player. Not enough superlatives to describe Michael Aish. Almost a complete footballer. I'm sure that Neil Baum, as with any coach in league football today, dearly loves to have this man in his side. This could be his 7th goal. It is, in fact. That's a match-winning performance by Michael Aish. And how do you stop him?
Norwood go forward in towards the pocket. Gee, the body works in now. Aish with a chance. 40 metres out. Steadies on its way. Norwood have replied. Gee, they needed it.
Noble takes possession and boots towards the pocket. Michael Aish, and away he goes. Hares in towards goal, has a bounce, keeps running, puts it down now, chips across to Mutluck. Beautiful football by Michael Aish. Picks it up cleverly. Not a good handball. Has put Michael Aish under extreme pressure. Sticks his head down and burrows through. Gets it to Nicholson. Magnificent football of Michael Aish.
Centres the ball towards the half-forward line. Baum will be one of the leapers in there. Gets his hands to it. Aish at the back of the pack. Gets through. Chips in towards goal. That's a magnificent kick. And Michael Aish has done it again. His 4th goal. Oh, what a player.
Glenelg set the pace in the 1981 season when it led from the 3rd to the last minor round. But the other 9 placings in order were not decided until the last minor round, when teams shaped up for a showdown before the major round.
And he's put it down to right. You think he ever got into that kick? And beautifully done to Mark.
What a handball that, Stewart. The left half forward flank over the top to Muret, on to Morris. The handball again to Kennedy. Luders is on his own. That's where the handball goes. This is a set up over the top to Thorne. Is he quick enough? Onto the left boot. Goal number 1, Thorne. West Adelaide has scored again. 7-7 to the Magpies. 6-7.
Well, that was a great play. The play of the day up to date as the ball came down with method from West Adelaide down the outer side. The South returned the ball through Allen towards midfield. Butler cleverly to Baines. Under pressure. Haitley. Palmer. South Adelaide running beautifully. Slattery again. Gets round Dunstan. Gives it to the running Harradine. 40 metres out. He settles. Heads for home with a long one. And I think he's pumped it through. And that's a great passage of play from the Panthers to get Harradine his first goal. And South Adelaide move on to 7-7 to Norwood 3-2. Peter Marker.
Oh, magnificent football. Started in the middle with Baines. Got it over to Haitley, then to Palmer. Tremendous build-up, South Adelaide. Players running everywhere. Slattery to Harradine. He could have used a couple more if he wanted to, but had enough confidence in his own ability. Shot for goal. Brilliant work, Panthers.
27 points is the lead to Norwood. 42 Redden for North Adelaide. 42 was SANFL for Norwood. Now the opportunity for SANFL. A good handball to Ace. Over the top to Menzel in the pocket. He has Baum running for him. Puts it that way. Baum falls over. Oh, great play by Baum to Fosdyke. Excellent football by Norwood. None better than by their coach, Neil Baum. Fosdyke has pushed through his third goal.
Stephen Hoffman. Short again. It's a shocker. Paul Weston the mark. It's centre half back to the centre of the ground, and Norwood wasting opportunities. Ralph through the mark. Plays on quickly. This looks good for Glenelg. The ball to Rogers. Time to steady. Goes to handball to Rady. Dummies in towards goal and bang. Straight through the middle, and that's how you do it, Norwood. You don't fiddle about. You go direct.
Button in front gets the tap away towards Teal, who had a great first quarter, but since then it's been a great display by Sims. Zubranic over to Fry, finds Craig midfield. He's getting himself strongly into the game. The more it progresses, he's on the centre wing at the moment. Goes for length towards the half-forward line. Winter spoils the back of the pack. Whittlesea, if he can pick it up, he's in business. Michael Graham over to Whittlesea. Into the open goal, and certainly got a beauty. Bythene gets the benefit of the bounce, grabs it. Once again, it's over to Hart. They go forward. Wilbur Wilson. The handball goes once across to Earnshaw. 40 metres out, he goes for home, and he's pumped it through again. What tremendous team play. The Dogs can do no wrong. It's incredible football. 30 goals last week, 20 this week, and we've only played 7 minutes. Wilbur Wilson's been replaced, he's interchanged, and he's getting a standing ovation till he comes off. Gee, do you think he's very popular out this way?
Towards Abernethy. Russell Johnson has also performed superbly. Likewise, Russell Ebert. Back to Tony Giles. His kick to the half-forward flank. Over the top of the pack comes to Greg Boyd. To Belton. That's superb football. Port Adelaide, and Belton into the low for the goal. Bangs it through.
The bounce. Sees Moore get the tap forward. Gives Gilly the run of the ball. Cross comes Jenkins to tackle. Takes possession. Threads out a beautiful hand pass to Gallagher, who's clear. Look at the pass. Terrible. What a beauty. Back to Gallagher in the 1-2, and Gallagher runs in. Champagne football by Norwood. Gallagher placed his first. Norwood 16-8 to the Dogs 12-5.
That was great. There's Philip Gallagher, who kicked that magic goal. Now watch this. There's Jenkins. The long handball over to Gallagher. Gallagher short. Beautiful falling mark by young Turville. Saw Gallagher running past, gave him the handball, and he popped it through. But before that, David, I thought that Jeff Gilly was a little unfortunate. He didn't win the free kick for an infringement in the middle of the ground, but that's football.
Side of the centre circle, in goes Ace, he goes out as well. Now Cunningham, he was the player that went down heavily. Cleverly done by Greg Phillips. Oh, luckily it comes off. Finds Abernethy clear. Clifford back to Abernethy in the 1-2. Past Ace, goes in with a long one towards full forward, and that's a magnificent goal. Port Adelaide, beautifully done. Oh, but how about the soccer kick from Greg Phillips? Peter Marker.
Tremendous end. That's as good as you'll ever see. And Greg Phillips set it up. There's been a bit of criticism for Abernethy in the move onto Ace, but geez, burnt the last 2 minutes. He may be back onto the wing. Kick number 4, Abernethy. Clifford gave it back to him, and I tell you what, they're hard to kick from there. But he split the centre.
West Adelaide had to win its last match to hold on to the 5th spot, and it did just that with a crushing victory over South Adelaide, thus destroying the aspirations of Sturt and Central District, which had to win their last minor round matches and rely on West losing to have any chance of making the finals.
Bennett, a long penetrating kick towards Luders. Luders is up high. That's a spectacular mark. He interfered once with the leap too early, but what a mark was that? For a minute I thought he got himself bogged down, didn't have room to get off the ground, but up he soared.
Aiken, one hand. Put 2 hands up there, son. Off the ground. Kennedy gets his big body over the ball, works it out towards Borchard, and he creamed Baines. And Baines got a sympathy free kick.
Well, clever play by Baines. Turned his back to the player coming, but got himself into trouble. Now he boots in towards centre half forward. Williams. That won't be paid. Picked up by Nailey. Now the little legs will go. He's clear. 35 metres out of South Coast of their first. They have a clever goal to Nailey.
Sturt scored a courageous 13-point win, while the Bulldogs proved too strong for Woodville. The Blues were out of the finals for only the 4th time in 17 years. But their last round victory over Glenelg was emotional for far more reasons than that. It was predicted to be Jack Oatey's last match after establishing an Australian record number of 36 seasons as a league coach and the last 20 at Unley. It would have meant the end of one of the greatest love stories between a club and its coach. Only weeks after the Master was awarded South Australia's football's highest honour by becoming the first person outside league officialdom to receive SANFL life membership.
Awkward bounce. Popping appeared to get one a little high. Handball is straight to Wilson. Wilson to Craig. Has Craig running for him. And Fry. Elects to go to Fry. Fry shoots a goal. And that's a fantastic passage of football. The third goal to Eddie Fry. And you won't see any better football than that Eddie there.
Fry plays on quickly. Into the pocket. Looking for Hollis. Tackle by Seabohm. Breaks the tackle. Hollis around the corner towards goal.
Would appear now that Sturt have got it wrapped up, but whether they've won by sufficiently to increase that percentage and get in the 5, only time will tell. They're going forward once more. Fry's at centre-half forward and he marks. Super game, Eddie Fry.
And David, goals are very, very important now for Sturt. Very important.
Percentage means a lot. We've played, we're into time on. It's just at the 25-minute mark. 17th kick to Eddie Fry. He's already kicked 5 goals. He's launched them. That's a cracker performance at centre-half forward by Eddie Fry.
North Adelaide, after looking a threat during the season, faded badly and finished a clear 8th, while the Peckers were handed the wooden spoon when West Torrens lifted itself off the bottom with a convincing 37-point win over the Roosters. Was in the 5 only once in the first half of the season when it felt the crippling effect of injuries, but gradually climbed its way back up the ladder. They snatched second spot with a last round win over Norwood before a record 35,000 fans, which left the Redlegs to contest the elimination final.
But it's in there is Clark. Oh, he left it behind. Winder, they've mucked it up again. Should be a goal. Clifford hooks back. Mistake Norwood. Goal Port.
Tony Giles had the unenviable task of picking up Lachlan earlier on. Lachlan got 2. The kicks to half forward. Granger puts him in trouble. Ebert recovers. Kicks to the forward pocket. Oh, Clifford getting there. He's taken it. Handball's back towards Nat. In comes Thomas. Oh, the handball's astray to Barton. Andrew Ace short. Lachlan. Here's a chance for Norwood. If Lachlan's good enough. I reckon he is. That's goal number 2, Lachlan. Or is it 3? He's got 3 goals, Lachlan. That came back to Clifford. Clifford short to Cunningham. Cunningham takes off. He's lined up the goals. He won't kick a goal. Oh, Granger up. And he's marked. Granger's marked in the forward pocket.
Over his head. Hoffner in. The tackle by Lachlan was good, but it's back to Phillips in turn. Ebert's the running player. Almost tackled. Gets clear.
Norwood proved itself football's greatest eliminator as it cruised to its 5th and 3rd consecutive elimination final victory with a comfortable 33-point win over West Adelaide. Norwood won 25-13 to 2010, which made it the highest scoring game in an SANFL major round, while West equalled the biggest losing score in a final. The Redlegs won the 1980 elimination final against West Torrens, which proved a coaching battle between Neil Baum and Neil Curley. With the Kings return to his first club West, the coaches again came head-to-head, and Baum again triumphed. The Wolves staged an incredible fight back late in the second term to turn nearly a 5-goal deficit into a 6-point lead at half-time. But then the Redlegs ran away from West and proved much too good. Perhaps the biggest difference between the sides was Michael Aish, who produced one of his best performances for the season and 2 days later won the Magarey medal. The final saw the return to the field by Baum after a thumb injury, and he was quickly back into the thick of things and adding strength in the forward lines.
He gets it across Hartfield, short of him, in trouble, hooks left foot, goal! Oh, they made hard work of it. Out towards Filkey, conceding ground at centre half back, gets the kick away, all West Adelaide here. Hamilton clear, the Bloods go forward again. Luder's on the lead with Winter, the big lead. Luder! Oh, what a mark! Went up like a Roman candle and has pulled down easily the mark of the day. Oh, what an exciting player. Roger Luder's in replay. Watch him go. What a magnificent mark. And this is the type of thing that can lift the side right out of orbit.
Gallagher with the ball. Boots it long now towards centre half forward. Coming out in front, Baum. Good mark. Plays on quickly to Thomas. Here's a chance for the Redlegs as Thomas bangs into the open goal. And he's got it. A great passage of play by Lord. That's the first of Thomas. He's been a rather quiet player today.
Line ball really. Gallagher again, what a game he's put into the half-forward line. Michael Aish, good mark again. What a footballer. Incredible. Chip short. The run provided by Fosdyke, 10 metres closer goal, and Norwood answering every challenge that West Adelaide is throwing in at them.
Peter, I must agree with you. Duncan Fosdyke has played very, very well today. A great effort as a fill-in rover.
13th kick to Fosdyke. 40 metres out in front. That's it. Game, set and match to Norwood.
Port snatched second position on the premiership table in the last minor round from South Adelaide, and the teams were poised for a desperate struggle in the qualifying final. But the Panthers were easily tamed as Port stormed to a comfortable 41 points win, 18-22 to 12-17. Port led by 35 points at half-time, and from then on did almost as it pleased. 4 times Magarey medalist Russell Ebert was at his creative best at centre, while highly skilled youngster Bruce Abernathy showed his class on a wing, and full forward Tim Evans topped the goal kicking with 7 goals.
Up, gets a hurry kick towards half forward. Off hands beautifully taken by Slatchy, but his handball wasn't effective. Shrugs the tackle and gets it to Harradine. Harradine has Nailey. Nailey's at half forward. Away he goes. Bounces. Well shepherded. He's around. He's run too far. Kicks into the man. And Port Adelaide, through sheer desperation, have kept the ball in the area. Now it's Aitken, however. Oh, it's a goal. Looks for Leeds. South a little reticent to run at the moment as Palmer comes grandstand side. Brooksby from behind, but a good mark in front by Big Johnson. Ebert skirting for him, takes it. Now kicks long, looking for Evans. A one-on-one battle. Evans at the back. Kinnear kicks into the square, looking for Evans from behind. Granger flew also. Nailey fumbled. You don't see that too often. Give Clifford the chance. Here's a goal for Port Adelaide. Evans on the line.
Palmer in front, thumps the ball away towards the half-back line. Baines getting back in defence. Granger puts paid to that player, laid him to rest. Nailey clear at centre wing, looking to distribute the ball now. On the lead, however, Snobickler can't get it. Harradine at the back of the pack. Hooks around the corner. South Adelaide might have got one. They needed it. Harradine's goal. Their first since the first quarter.
Since quarter time, Port Adelaide have added 3 goals too, and that's the first goal that the Panthers have managed in this term. That took them 18 minutes to do so. They're into attack again, however, towards half forward. Slattery one-handed, couldn't complete it. Butters up, however, and gets clear. He's going to be caught, but gets the shot on the way. And there's the second goal in as many minutes for the Panthers. It's off the boot of Slattery. He's kicked one, and the Panthers are back now at 5-5 to Port Adelaide 8-12.
9-12 to 5-5. South Adelaide showing frustrations now. The Port Adelaide tackles and loose men by giving away those foolish frees in front of goal. Cunningham whips out a handball. Taken here now by Port Adelaide's Giles. Over now Clifford. Granger runs the gauntlet, sets 40 metres out. Slides in towards goal and he's bottled a beauty. Great running football by Port Adelaide.
18 is Granger. It's Farquhar flying against him. Gets the tap to Nailey. He needs support. Concedes ground, gives it to Keane, but puts him under pressure. Lost to Port Adelaide. Chance for Port Cleach on acute angle. Shoots to goal. I think he's got it. It's a goal. Oh, magnificent goal by Port Adelaide. The second to Andy Port Cleach. Their handball is supreme.
Snabikla there as well. They changed him from centre-half forward to full forward late in that second quarter. Going in towards Harradine, but it's Hawkins who takes the mark. A lot of it pushing and shoving going on. Players having difficulty with the sun. Collins reads it well, but leaves it behind. Down they go, or through goes Emery. That's a poor tackle, and Port Adelaide are called to play on. As Sorrell gets the kick away. Half-forward flank. In comes Cunningham. Baines once again loses the ball to Granger. Wobbles one in towards full forward. Brooksby back there. Makes a mistake. Evans charged on the angle. Hooks towards goal. I think he's butted a magnificent goal. Chips the ball back to his skipper Baines. Drops a sitter. Loses possession of the ball. Miller back in defence. Gee, he's conceding 30 metres. In fact, he's run too far the wrong way. Well, that's the end. There is no more. They can't make any more mistakes. Linky shot at goal. Linky's got it. That's his third. And South Adelaide still fighting on into the final quarter. But there it is, the siren to end it all. Port Adelaide far too good in the qualifying final. Running out winners, 18 goals, 22, 130 points. To South Adelaide's 12-17, 89.
Norwood beat South in a final for the first time since 1923. With a crushing 83-point victory in the first semi-final. The Redlegs' winning score of 1919 was a record score for a first semi-final, while South 614 was its lowest score against the Redlegs at Football Park. The massive margin also made it the biggest win in a first semi-final. Norwood had first use of a strong wind and slammed on 7-8, while the Panthers kicked a mere point, and that was rushed. South failed to make any sort of a comeback and played some of the most indirect football seen at Football Park. Gritty Norwood back pocket Greg Nicholson was best of field, while his captain and centreman Phil Gallagher was also brilliant. Redleg half-forward Brenton Hartfield continued his amazing accuracy at Football Park when he booted his 20th straight goal, only to receive Bronx cheers when he finally kicked a point.
That ball, it's panic stationed by the whole South defence. And Norwood just gobble up those passes. It's his fourth kick. Hartfield got it through, his third goal. Norwood goes from strength to strength in this first quarter. Slaughtering South at the moment, 5-7 to the Panthers, 1 point.
Kick towards centre-half forward. Baum, oh, and who said he's too big? Have a look at him. Baum pushed Brooksby out, took the mark from behind, it's been allowed. The big fella to the left foot, chips in short, oh, good pass. Magnificent play by Neil Baum.
Brooksby and all pushed out of the way by Baum. The umpire saw that one. Whoop! He gave it back in a hurry. Just about lost his teeth. And Brooksby bolts off, but the umpire is forcing him to come back across the line.
Crosdyke has Gallagher loose. Oops, run down by Robert White, but held his ground firmly. Strong and late tackle by White. Gallagher took it well. Now goes short, the lead from Jenkins, gathers, slips it over the top, and down goes Jenkins. Hartfield a chance from 35 metres. It's on its way, and it's a goal again.
Joined by Nicholson on the half-back line. The handball goes out. Jenkins, the running player. Back now, Gallagher, here's a chance. Big Jim Michaelani puts it on its way up towards the pocket. Baum out in front, can't bring it down. The two Brooksby twins there. Joined by Hartfield. Philip Brooksby on the bottom of the pack. Baum in. His brother doesn't like it. The twins are upset with both performance, and watch them go. The action on Channel 9. Players just getting a little upset. Neil Baum Addo-Carr bring it down. A chance for Collins, provides the run. Looking to pass off, he puts it out in front of Harradine. Stemper there with him. Good mark, Harradine. Pushed away from that player. Back to Hartfield. He puts it to the half-forward line. Harradine and Gallagher. Gallagher, well done. Beautiful mark. Used his body beautifully to get it just the attack side of the centre circle.
Away he goes. Puts the Panthers into attack. The long kick towards centre-half forward. 2 fly against 1. The crumbs to Collins. Is this going to be South Adelaide's first goal? He copped one high. Has a ping with his left foot, and by golly, they got one. Gets a kick to the open territory at centre-half forward. There's a race between Aitken and Teal. Aitken all beautifully caught by Teal. That's a marvellous tackle, Jimmy Teal. Very strong. And a well-earned free kick at centre-half back.
Forward line, Fosdyke up there at the second grab. The legs in attack again. Gallagher provides some run, kicking in long towards Baum. Brooksby back there at the back of the pack. Jenkins into the open goal. Oh, do you think he read that magnificently? From inside the half-forward line. Puts it into Baum. Bain back in defence. Oh, they spoil one another. Baum, or at least it's Hartfield who comes out. Hooks back. Goal! Another Panther mistake in defence. South have centred it. That's about all. Still 2 kicks from goal. Coming to meet it, Hawkins. Good mark. The big fella's doing it well. He hasn't got too many mates, I can tell you.
Poor reward by South Adelaide as Nailey's kick went straight to Stemper. He gave it to Winter. Winter the outer side, and there's a magnificent mark taken out there by John Allen.
Nailey apparently, oh, look at the blood coming down Nailey's face there. That was that heavy tackle there by Nicholson that split up the eye. And over the top comes Colasanti, and he's paid the mark at centre-half back. Winter changes tack, goes to the outer side, the lead of Stemper. Oh, that's a fine mark, Andrew Ace. Gee, do you think he ever got up too far for that player? A chance, however, for Michael Ace now. Well tackled. Oh, beautiful tackle put on him by Farquhar. And that's the way the ball travels. Short. Butler.
At centre-half back, Shane Butler plays on. He's going to be collared by Turnbull. South Adelaide fiddling again. Brooksby gets it back. Oh, straight to Fosdyke. Fosdyke to Lachlan. He heads in towards goal. And you can put away your glasses. Oh, to won the first semi-final. We're only 3 minutes into the last quarter. Hartfield's booted 4 goals. He's far, far too out to score on this occasion. Puts it to centre-half forward. Beautiful mark by Fosdyke. Treads out the handball to Gallagher. Gallagher chips in short, looking for Baum. Back it comes to Gallagher in the 1-2. Close to the boundary. Oh, magnificent football. Magnificent football by Norwood. Gallagher boots Norwood forward again towards centre-half forward. Oh, ace. From behind, worked himself into the front position. A great mark. Plays on quickly, looking for Baum. Brooksby in front. To Andrew Ace. Jenkins in the square, takes it, accepts it gratefully. Throws his arms in the air. A magnificent team effort by North.
Port Adelaide became a hot favourite for the flag with a surprisingly easy 54-point win over minor premier Glenelg in the second semi-final. The Magpies turned on a dazzling 9-goal display in the second quarter, which eventually proved the winning margin, 22-15 to 13-15. It was Glenelg's 6th consecutive loss in a final, and at no stage looked like averaging the 8-point defeat it suffered to Port in the 1977 Grand Final. The rugged contest cost both teams dearly, as Glenelg half-forward Ralph Sewer was suspended for 3 matches for striking Port's Trevor Sorrell and Ivan Eckerman, while Sorrell was suspended for 1 match for striking Sewer, and Eckerman was reprimanded on the same charge. The Tigers suffered an injury to key follower Darryl Rady and were struggling to stay alive in the major round.
Marshall comes from behind to give him support. Now looks for Kernahan and finds him. The handball is wild. Clifford and Rady. Rady wins out. Dummies the handball. Has the luxury of a bounce and now sticks it high. Looking for Paik. At the back, Sorrell. Good defensive play by Sorrell. A good handball to Johnson. And Port Adelaide. Oops, behind the play. There's a go. Sewer's in trouble. Behind the play. Sewer, Eckerman, Sorrell. And the umpires finally got there. Des Foster a little late to pick it up. But now it's all been split up and the action is at the other end of the ground. Tony Martin has the ball and will be having a shot for goal. The kick from 40 metres looks okay. It is. While all that action was happening behind play, Peter Marker, Tony Martin has booted Port Adelaide's first goal.
Holst versus Clifford. Holst overruns it. Quickly swooping on the Bradley. pushes out the pass, Belton, great pass, and down goes the Port Adelaide player. Oh, it's on, and don't the supporters like it? Oh, umpire Foster's got his hands full. In the back pocket, release for the Magpies with a long kick towards centre wing. Great mark! Oh, what a magnificent mark. Bruce Abernethy, one-handed, eyes on the ball the whole way. Comment Peter Marker.
Well, pitcher tells a story and he kept his eyes on it. Beautifully done.
Drive towards the half-forward line with his 7th kick. Getting underneath the ball there was Corns. Belton at the back gives a chance to Cahill. Now he's in trouble. Run down beautifully. Play on is the call. Bradley, pot shot, goal. Home, his second. Well done, the youngster. Hughes drives long towards centre wing. Corns up. Oh, what a mark. Oh, what a magnificent grab. And he is hurt. A nice looking kick, drop punt. Evans once more up. Thumped away. Clifford taken off him by Cahill. Ebert chips. Another one home. Great goal, Russell Ebert.
Well, how do you stop this Port Adelaide machine? They're doing everything right at the moment. The free kick's going their way on this occasion to Russell Johnson. Johnson now towards half forward. Cousins, Clifford one-handed, Granger off the top of the back. Here's another goal, staring him in the face. He's made no mistake. Oh, superb football by Magpie. Oh, beautiful play to Abernethy. He's at half forward right, sticks it up in the air for Evans and behind, and he's got it again.
The base forward line looks like a Chinese fire practice. It's so confused.
Abernethy has the ball on centre wing. Looks for Granger. Pake. Neither can take it. Pake butters up first. Taps it out in the direction of Holst. In goes Darryl Cahill. Picked up now by Granger. The handball on finds Cahill. Cahill in turn to Cunningham. Cunningham over the top to Belton. This is great football. In he goes. 10 metres out on his own and puts yet another goal for Port Adelaide.
But it's Clifford who takes it for Port Adelaide, kicks long. The leaper out the back there is Abernethy. Quickly in Bradley, slips it over. Ebert heads towards the open goals. 40 metres out, steady, pops it again, second goal. Port Adelaide can do no wrong.
Anderson, the tap forward. Weston, oh, it's a towering kick by Paul Weston. Going close to the line, shepherded by Phillips. And a goal. Carey goes short. The lead from Pater is good. Glenelg moving the ball forward. The handball to Weston. He's 45 metres out. He'll certainly make the distance okay. And the accuracy is with him also. Paul Weston has bottled his second goal and Glenelg's 13th.
Throw in centre wing, all almost half forward right flank. And there's the siren all over. The crowd is booing somebody. I think it's David Granger. Who else? He points to the scoreboard and said, well, take that. That's the perfect answer. And Port Adelaide's answer has been perfect too. A direct berth into the grand final. Far too good for the Bays this afternoon. 22 goals, 15, 147. Glenelg 13, 15, 93.
Glenelg finally broke its losing habit in the major round with a crushing 55-point win over Norwood in the preliminary final. The Tigers set the pace with a stunning first term when they led 6-6 to a mere point and then braced themselves when Norwood took its turn with a strong wind. But in a cruel twist of fate, the wind completely changed direction 9 minutes into the second term and the Tigers raced to a 45-point lead at half-time. The gusty, wet and cold conditions made it so difficult that players had trouble kicking the ball and only 3 goals were scored in the second half. Glenelg was held scoreless in the third term, but still won comfortably 12-14 to 4-7. It was Norwood's lowest score in a final since 1921. Lowest against Glenelg and its lowest at Football Park. To rub salt into Norwood's wound, which cast it out of the premiership race, strongman Hugo Colasanti was reported for allegedly striking with a clenched right fist in the first term, while defender Malcolm Noble was reported for allegedly striking with a left and right fist in the third.
They've played for 6 minutes. Glenelg with 2 straight goals, 1 to Pater and 1 to Copping.
The Bays a confident start. They've got a point to prove. Oh, the big fella's got on his left leg. Pushes out a pass looking for Copping. He can't complete it. Carey butters up again. Kernahan in the pocket. Hooks around the corner in towards full forward. Walter holds his ground. Corns over the top. Through goes Noble. Oh, that's danger. McDermott into the open goal. Oh, what a mistake forward. Forced back by McFarlane. Fosdyke butters up again, chips out the pass, but it was smothered by Painter beautifully. Used the opportunity, puts it high in the pocket. Hartfield up high, Seabohm, oh what a mark! Magnificent place by John Seabohm, and he retrieves the situation, sends it back centre wing. Jenkins again, Gallagher wants it out midfield, but Jenkins puts out a short one. Lachlan, he can't get it, Marshall can. Kicks one to the vacant paddock on the half-forward line. Stemper, oh, going through hard. He's retarded by David Holt. Stemper goes down in trouble. Umpire Argent is having a very strong word to say to David Holt, who's not happy with the attention he's getting from the umpire.
Swings it towards the centre of the ground. David and Goliath here. Carey from behind over the top of Turnbull. Dermott went in strongly. Down with a Norwood player. Weston, it was Nicholson. Weston slips it to McDermott. Here's a great chance for the Bays as McDermott shoots in towards goal. And they've done what Norwood couldn't do in the first quarter. They're scored into the breeze. Turnbull chips in, aim for the left post, won't swing back enough. On the line, it appeared as though the ball had gone through. Barnes shepherded. Over the top with Michael Annie. A shot for goal is Norwood's first. And Norwood fans come to light. They've had not much joy in this game so far. The first goal to Norwood. Screws around the corner with his left foot. In front of Aces McFarlane, playing him well. Chips in short, good pass to Marshall. Through centre half forward goes David Marshall. Puts in a long one, looking for Carey in the square. Oh, it's a good old mark. From behind, Stephen Copping.
McDermott's down behind the play. Caldwell is having a little altercation with Big Hugo, but the play goes on. Carey! Oh, what a mark! 6 marks. The kick is not a good one with a wet ball. Weston back in the forward lines there. McDermott snaps. Going to be close. Oh, what a goal! That's his fourth. Brilliantly done. Back to Michael Ace, cleverly around on the half-back line. Kicks towards centre wing. Whoa! In goes Jenkins. Out went Corns. Corns wants to go back and have a word to him. In goes Turnbull. And players getting a little bit warm. It's about the only thing that can make them warm today. And just watch now as Jenkins goes in and takes Corns out of play. But the mark would have been paid to Caldwell, not Caldwell taken any case.
Beatty sends it out. Thomas kicks high. In front, Shaw, courageous mark. Threaded his way through the pack, got in front, and completes a great mark.
Dunstan gets it out to Nicholson. He's played as well as anyone for Norwood. Back towards centre wing. Lachlan can't trap it. Fosdyke in. Holt takes him out, and they both finish out of play. Scoops it back, looking for Carey. In goes Lachlan. Caldwell, half-forward line. Gets a left foot kick away high, getting back Robbie Walter, but it's beautifully taken by Bruce Winter, very low to the ground. Well, the short pass is not a good one, providing the bump there was Hartfield. Goes into the pocket, and good mark to Michael Ace. Gallagher can't pick it up. He's under pressure from 3 Bay defenders, tunnel balling it away. Big Hugo comes into the action, throws in a few rights, doesn't connect with the ball, and gives away a free kick. Coleman's kick is almost marked by Lachlan. Thomas goes past, returns it to the goal square. Touched off the fingers. Michael Ace dribbles it through. Beautifully done.
The rain and conditions taking their toll. Carey attempted a soccer. Weston dishes out the handball. McFarlane, beautifully shepherded by McGuinness, runs himself into the pocket. Centres the ball towards full forward. Kernahan snaps the goal. It's bouncing through. That's a goal. At last we've got one. It took Linnell 20 minutes into the last quarter. Marshall attempting to boot it off the ground, gives Gallagher an opportunity, beset upon, however. The ball ricochets back to Gallagher, gives the handball out wide, kick forward by Nicholson, and there's the siren as Coleman takes the mark. The Linnell fans are extremely happy, as is John Halbert, as are the players. They're in the 1981 Grand Final next week. They played Port Adelaide. They had a convincing win in the preliminary final, 12-14 to Norwood's 4-7.
Don't you feel the rhythm pounding deep inside, reaching in to give your very soul a ride? Don't you think it's something you shouldn't hide? It's wonderful, it's music. The rhythm of the summer is singing music. The rhythm of Adelaide, the rhythm of the summer, 18 music.
12 months of blood, sweat and fears of missing the grand final, Port Adelaide and Glenelg settled down to a showdown in the grand final before a capacity crowd. The Magpies won the previous 2 premierships and the Tigers the minor premiership, but that put no score on the board in the gladiator-type battle in the Football Park Coliseum. The 1981 grand final was a sellout as Port Adelaide and Glenelg battled for glory before a nationwide live television audience. The Magpies were going for their 22nd and 3rd consecutive premiership, while the Tigers were going for their 3rd flag. Port set the pace when it kicked 6-5 with the wind in the first term, while Glenelg scored a mere goal. The match was marred in the first quarter when Glenelg half-back Neville Caldwell was knocked unconscious and play was held up for 6 minutes while he was carried off the field on a Jordan stretcher. It was the second quarter where Port won the match with an outstanding effort in the backlines. The Port defenders were superb as they thwarted numerous wayward Glenelg attacks, and the Magpies outscored its opposition against the win to lead by 38 points at half-time. From then on, it was a procession as Glenelg chased black and white jumpers in the second half, and Port eventually won 14-11 to 6-8. It was Glenelg's lowest score in a final, and the 51-point defeat was the club's 6th loss in 7 grand finals since 1969. Port centreman Russell Ebert was brilliant and clinched the inaugural Jack Oatey medal for being best on ground in the grand final. The greatest match of the season.
Sets out the handball. Here's a great opportunity for Clifford. Puts it in long and high into the pocket, looking for Evans. At the back, he's got it. Oh, he's got it.
This breeze is probably worth 3, and they've only got 3 points at this stage.
Carey up again. Pate was flat-footed. Belton Mossett gave it to Ebert. He chips in towards goal. It's going to get the distance. That's a goal. Ebert controlling the game in the middle at the moment. Boots his first. It's the Magpies first also. They're 1-3. They played almost 11 minutes. Glenelg no score.
At the centre bounce against Johnson. Carey's tap. Ebert. Corn smothers. Tony Martin, a former VFL player. Clifford likewise to the half-forward line. Giving chase out there is Pate. Oh, up ends Belton. Quickly in now Bradley. Belton butters up again. Gives it to Granger. Can't get the kick away. Yes, he can. Clifford settles 45 metres out, going in high, going to be close. Evans has marked the ball, but the umpire rules a goal. But finally Caldwell comes away, pushes the ball towards the half-forward line. Almost a mark there, Robbie Walder pushes the ball out in front of him, supported now by Holst as the Bays go over the half-forward line. Called to play on. Walder puts a high one in, getting back, Copping, looking for the ball, he's done it. Warren too late on the scene. And Stephen Copping has taken the mark 35 metres out. The angle is most acute. A very stiff breeze coming into his face, but the first real opportunity for the base to score. Copping's drop punt underway. It's coming back. Oh, what a magical kick. A goal. Brilliantly done, Stephen Copping. Kadir, who's had a fine first quarter in the action. The tackle was heavy on him by Brown. He wins a free kick. It turns out to be a handball. Ebert to Clifford is good football as the rain tumbles down here at Football Park. Up go the umbrellas. Clifford's 5th kick. Oh, a towering torpedo punt. That's a massive kick. Oh, what a kick. A goal, his second. Must have gone 65 metres. And Port Adelaide moved to 3-5 to the Bays goal.
Amazing kick, Clifford. The ball is still dry. It's only just started raining, and he kicked that out of sight.
Jimmy LaHoo. Grandstand side looking for Bader, but in front it's a Port Adelaide mark again, Tony Martin. Port Adelaide doing better in the air as Martin kicks towards full forward. Evans can't complete it. The handball's out to goal, runs to the goal, and banks it through. Magnificent teamwork by Port Adelaide. From halfback, Abernethy with his 3rd kick. Puts it high towards centre half forward. From behind again it's Pate with fist of ball. Coming too strongly off Cunningham. He's got clear. Tackled, however, by Pate. Gets rid of the ball and the ball dribbles out of play, but there's a player down behind play. It's a Glenelg player, and it looks like either Pate or Caldwell. Umpire playing a free kick, but there's the stretcher coming out. This could be a bad loss for Glenelg.
There's Twiggy Caldwell, the erstwhile Glenelg follower, half-back, ruckman, you name it. He's done a lot of great work for Glenelg, and let's hope that all's well with Twiggy Caldwell.
And Peter Marker, did you pick up the move? Who's gone to the half-back flank?
I haven't picked it up yet, Ian, but I'll have it for you in a minute.
Carey, the tap away. Corns goes through, almost leaves the football behind. Weston to Pake. Even Sockers up towards Evans. He can't half volley it or Green run the back of the pack. And Bradley bolts through to put on another goal for Port Adelaide, his first. And brilliantly done, the half-forward flanker for Port Adelaide.
At the centre bounce once more. Nat went in strongly. McFarlane trying to work it clear. Gets the handball out wide. It's snared by Clifford. Coming across Kinnear. He can't get it clear. Ebert does. Gets it to Nat. Nat dishes out a handball. Excellently to Clifford. Clifford from half forward. Puts in a high one. Going to the square. Evans and Coleman. Evans. Oh, what a mark. From behind once more. Tim Evans showed great judgment and got over the back of Keith Coleman.
It's amazing, isn't it, David, for a player to stand behind a 6'3.5" fullback and try to mark. But how often does he do it?
Tim Evans has 96 for the year. He's got 97 now. He's kicked the ball right out of the park. Over to the ground. In there doing battle is Phillips. Tries to get it clear. In fact, it was Hoffner. Out it comes to Giles. Sweeps the handball out straight to Rady for Glenelg. Rady thumps it back in towards the square. Kernahan up. McDermott shoots. Has he got it? Oh, he has! What a goal! Chris McDermott.
Evans has come out from goal to take the ruck throw in, taps it back beautifully to Clifford. He'll need support. Gets it from Cunningham. Evans wants it. Cunningham around the corner. The bounce will determine this one. At the back of the pack. Ranger! Oh, what a gift! Kicks, or at least he gives the run, but he kicks further afield, and Coleman with one leg held takes a brilliant mark in defence.
The kick to the outer side, snared by Clifford, bangs it forward. An awkward bounce for LaHoo gives Bolton the opportunity on the ground. Taken away now by Granger for Port Adelaide. Threads out the long handball to Ebert. Ebert's clear, has a bounce. What a luxury, two bounces. He's running straight into the open goal and bangs it through. Magnificent football by Port Adelaide. It shows on the face of Russell Ebert. He's kicked 2 goals from the centre.
From the Channel 9 helicopter, the 1981 Grand Final in South Australia. The second half underway. Port Adelaide 8-6, Glenelg 2-4. At the bounce, Johnson, Carey, Johnson gets it out. It's Clifford who puts Port Adelaide to the half-forward line. A high kick, number 12 it is. Liu thumps away from behind into the path of Copping, but it's beautifully intercepted. Kinnear high into the air. Evans, Coleman. Evans can't bring it down. Bradley wants backup support, concedes ground, concedes 30 metres, but does it brilliantly as he gets the ball back to his captain in Brian Cunningham.
Away goes the racehorse. Sweeps to his left foot, kicks it high towards centre wing. Ebert in front, Corns from behind, but Ebert again supreme, takes a great mark. Cunningham, now Martin will run straight into break, throws the ball away to Ebert. Ebert away, oh, magnificent football by Ebert. Thumps it into the square, looking for Evans, push Coleman in the back, off his hand, and the ball dribbles through. I think the umpire with his hand in the air is indicating that there will be a free kick.
It's amazing, Russell Ebert. He's got very big hands, and he puts the ball up in the air, and the players watch the ball, not the body.
His 11th kick is from the check side of the centre circle. He screws it to the half-forward line. Clifford making position well, has been paid that mark. The Bombers got it again, half-forward line. The half-back flank. Players misread the flight of the ball. It goes towards the line. Kinnear in the action again, playing brilliantly. Left foot's run back towards the half-forward line. Poor Pleasure in front. Kale off the fingers around the corner. Bradley, good mark.
Giles goes short to Warren. It's over his head. Clifford. Oh, Marshall couldn't hold it. To ground. Picked up by Warren. And he's clear. Has the luxury of 2 bounces. Now 3. Beautifully shepherded. 2 by Martin. 5 bounces had Lenny Warren. A great run from the back pocket. Kicks it to half-forward. Oh, a great volley mark. Brian Cunningham, and this is champagne football by the Magpies. LaHoo tries to get it clear. McFarlane forced to kick hurriedly at centre wing. Martin gets an awkward bounce. 3 against 1, however. Ebert the support. Tucks it under his arm and away he goes. Goes long into the square. Port Adelaide player. Oh, great mark and great play. I think it's young Bradley.
Thumped forward by McDermott to the half-forward line. McGuinness there, Corns the opportunity now for the base. Puts it high, Carey and Hughes. Youth versus experience, and Youth wins out. Did it beautifully. Straight to Nat. Nat towards midfield again. Nat man's in it. Ebert across to Cale. Cale in towards full forward. Granger up. Can't bring it down. Seabourn under pressure. And the umpire pings him for holding the ball. Martin gives chase. He's beaten Marshall easily today, Martin. Marshall's kick is high towards centre wing. That man again. Best man on the ground. Russell Ebert. And a crowd of 52,659 people at Football Park to witness Port Adelaide's supremacy in the 81 grand final. Ebert over the top again. Oh, this fella's rejuvenated. Monkey glands. He's still fighting on in this last quarter. Have a look at this for a 32-year-old player. He's got to be as fit as anybody on the ground, and what a sensational game he's played.
Free kick again to Ebert at centre wing. This will be his 20th kick. Great display of football by Russell Ebert today. Into the pocket. Oh, and he's found Granger again. Granger to Bradley. Away you go Port Adelaide. He's running into the pocket. Steadies now. Fires in towards goal and has hit the post. Got ridden to the ground. Has obviously got some problem with his leg as he skips back to take the free kick. Nothing wrong with his kicking action as he goes short to Clifford. Dodges the tackle. Puts it high in towards the square. Looking for Evans and Granger. It's over everybody's heads. It's being touched. Or is it a goal? Oh, it's a goal. Another goal to Port Adelaide. They're 14-11, leading the 3-6. We've played 16 minutes and the game is over. Peter Marker
returns the ball towards centre wing. McGuinness is there. Oh, what a fine mark. Brilliantly done. Sockers it cleverly. Gives Warren the opportunity. Inkerman supports him, but Warren kicks in towards the forward pocket. Granger there with Corns. Granger needs support. Oh, he's got the pace to bounce it. Dummies well. Now he gets the support. Kinnear. Short to Belton, and that's great football, Port Adelaide. Beatty comes in for the crumbs. Traps it well, but runs into a dead heat. Kernahan, Pake, across to Western. Half-forward line, Peter Brown, 40 metres out, steady, shoots long, goal! Beautifully done, but if only the Bays could have done that earlier in the day.
Glenelga looking best they have all day, but obviously far too late. Lenny Warren picks up, can't get his boot to the ball. Dives on it again, magnificent defensive work, Port Adelaide. Brown off the ground. Gee, there a chance here again, Glenelg. Marshall set sail for home. He's got one. That's his first. Glenelg have got 6. 6-8, Port Adelaide. 14-11. That's it at Football Park. Port Adelaide, 3 in a row, 4 in 5 years.
It's tremendous, Rob, to know that you've beaten every side by 8 or 9 goals in the finals, and they're tremendous bloods. Geez, I'm so proud of them. They won by so much too. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I'm just so proud that they've worked so hard during the year, and we've had a lot of flack, and they've had the courage to come back and be a real good finals team, Rob. Congratulations, John. Thanks very much.
It might not have been the close game that everyone wanted, but gee whiz, that's the way we love to win them. Special thanks to a lot of people. I can't talk about them now, but especially one to this fella down here, this coach. He works harder than anyone I know. He's great.
Was the way it was in 1981, highlighted by the brilliance of some outstanding young stars, and in 1982 they should have a big impact on another action-packed season, the season that will be.